Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Glad you're here. Well, I didn't make it to the overnighter that I wanted to do on the way back home. I just ended up coming straight home. And the reason is as I was driving north, I kept hearing reports of some rain further north, which is around the Redding area and stuff. And I thought, well, maybe there'll be breaks and I can stop and it won't be a problem. The temperature seemed to be okay. It was only in the 40s and 50s, even overnight. So the temperatures were okay. But I figured, if it's raining a little bit and there's some breaks, then we're good. Just as long as I can get set up to protect the back of the truck to be able to get in and out and all that good stuff and cook and whatnot. Well, as soon as I hit Redding, it started dumping. I mean, dumping. There was no stopping. It was coming down constantly. There was standing water on the interstate, and people had slowed. You had to slow down because you couldn't see. And then another factor was it was dark, and I don't, setting up in the rain and the dark is, one doing it in one is okay, but doing it in both, not so much. Especially with the setup that I have. But I did not feel like taking a midnight natural shower, trying to make it so I could keep the back of my truck dry. When I opened the back window on the canopy in the truck, if it's raining, everything just kind of dribbles down the glass and then into the bed of the truck. So, and I haven't found a way to, guard it. So there were, like drain gutters along the side or anything like that. So it's pretty tricky to get in the back of the truck when it's raining. Actually, when it's raining, I don't try to get in the back of the truck. So in this case, I just decided to drive straight through and I just came home. Which, it worked out. Of course, it rained all the way up to Weed. And then once I got north of Weed, everything cleared up and it wasn't too bad. And it's just like, I was really disappointed because I was hoping for a camping night out. I really enjoy the camping, and the way having my truck set up makes it real convenient. I just pull over and go, right? But unfortunately, with that rain, it would have just been too difficult to try to set up and keep the back of the truck dry. I mean, it was raining. It was raining hard, all the way just north of Weed, and so I just like, oh, okay, well, I'll just keep an eye on the weather and see if I can go on the property as the weather gets better. So what I'll do is I'll just plan an overnighter or two on the property as weather permits. And this week is supposed to be off and on rain, and then it's supposed to drop down in the 20s overnight during the week. But the weekend, it looks like it's supposed to get a little bit better, and the temperature is supposed to be up a little bit overnight, which will be good. So we'll see how the weather goes. Now, keep in mind one thing. This is Oregon. If you don't like the weather, wait a minute. It will change. And there's truth in that, I'll tell you what. But I'll plan a day or two out on the property here real soon. I'm just really chomping at the bit at going, especially after the holidays. It would be like, that's why I wanted so much to stop at Lake Shasta, because that would have been a nice stop, play around the lake with a buddy and let him play in the water. But you get so wound up. I get so wound up during the holidays because, first of all, I'm doing a lot of traveling. I, travel down to see the kids. And then when I see the kids, they sometimes we go over to the other person's parents, the significant other's parents, my son's girlfriend's parents, and go visit their family and spend time with them. So you go off and visiting everybody that you're near, and then in the presents, the shopping, going through the shopping and making sure you got all the right gifts for the right kids, and hoping that they're happy, and then seeing making sure everything was just so, and making the treats and making sure everybody enjoys the treats and just making sure everybody has a good time. It gets a little overwhelming. So when I'm done with that, it's just like I need a break. I need a break. Not a coffee break, not a cigarette break. I need a break. And that means for me, break is going camping because that's where I find my peace. And driving too, driving. That's where I find my peace, my serenity, and that's where I really enjoy it. So I will definitely regroup and watch the weather. And it'll only take me, I'm only, like 35 minutes from my property. And it's out, it's secluded. There's other people around there, but they're far, they're few and far between, if you will. Um, but so I feel private and I feel like I'm out camping somewhere because it's so peaceful and quiet, and you see deer, and that's the only thing I've seen out there. Oh, I've seen some rabbits. There's rabbits out there. But so it's enough that it's close enough to home, so if I need to come home I can. Also, it's not that far to drive to get out there, and it's convenient for these winter trips, real short winter, and getting back into the swing of it and setting things up, getting familiar with setting up my truck. Because I'll tell you what, right now, if I had been traveling and I needed to get in my truck, I need to establish a way that I can easily put up a tarp without getting totally drenched or soaked or anything like that, and be able to protect the back. So I'm going to be working on that. If I can, I'll go ahead and record it so I can show you what I did or do, show you what I do. But if I have something really convenient, some type of makeshift hooks or something that I could just slap on the roof rack real quick, drape the tarp, and open the door, and then open the window and the back tailgate without them getting wet, I think would be a great relief on my part, because then it wouldn't matter what the weather's doing, right? I would be able to keep the back of the truck dry. But anyway, so I didn't make it on the stop. I was disappointed because I really wanted to. The lake, I love Shasta Lake. And of course, this time of year, nobody would be there. And it was just making that stop just kind of a blowout, just I'm done with the holidays. Just kind of a freedom to be out there and just enjoy nature and just have a good time and let Buddy run and play in the water. If it wasn't too cold, of course, I don't think he would care. But yeah, so I ended up driving all the way through. I got home a little late, what I consider late. I don't like driving at night, but it was after 7, so it was pitch black outside when I got home. I got home after 7. And then I ended up eating late because I didn't eat anything. I had a snack before I left. And then I ate when I got home. I just barbecued a ribeye when I got home. Just a small one, but still. And that's late for me to eat. So yeah, I don't like, the driving at night is really bad. But thankfully, once I got off the interstate and just north of Weed, the weather cleared up. There was a little bit of wind just north of Weed, but that died down too as I came over the pass. But it was clear sailing. Didn't have any run-ins with any deer or elk or anything like that. Thank goodness. I don't want to test out my new deer bumper. So, but yeah. So I'm at home. I got home safe. I hope you're all safe. I hope you had a great holiday, a wonderful holiday, Christmas. I hope you got what you wished for. And if not, it goes on the list for next time or tomorrow, right? There's always tomorrow. Anyway, and I hope you enjoyed your family and friends. And hopefully you'll be safe for the rest of the year, which is only a few days away. And I wish good tidings and prosperity in the new year. But I'll be seeing you soon. And just have a good time. Be safe out there. Talk to you later.